Ohio. Hyderabad, the city in the southern India, the administrative center of the 29th state of India Telangana, and also since June 2, 2014 at least for 10 years continues to remain the capital of the state of Andhra Pradesh, which part was a region Telangana earlier. It is located on the river Musi. Population of 6.8 million people. 2011. In agglomeration, about 7.5 million people. Population density 16990 people on km. The area is 650 km. The city is founded on a turn of the 16th, 17th centuries as the capital of Golconda. In 1724-1956 Hyderabad, the capital of the Hyderabad Principality and the residence of Nizam, since 1956, the capital of the state of Andhra Pradesh. The city is built by Mogulski governors. From them there was a set of beautiful palaces, mosques, tombs, houses. Hyderabad, the relatively young city in comparison with other cities of India. Tutshakar based 400 years ago by the 5th Muslim Sultan of a dynasty Muhammad Quli, the city bears a name of the just Caliph Ali ibn Abu Talib, known also under a nickname Haidar. Lion. Hyderabad, sometimes called the Pearl City, as many years it remains the place where it is possible to buy pearls of different types. Population of big municipal corporation Hyderabad of 650 km. Makes 6,809,970 people, that does it to the 4th by the largest in India. The population of all city agglomeration minus 7,749,334 people. The population of the city according to a census of 2001 made 3,637,483 persons. Gender structure of the city as of 2011. 945 women on 1,000 men. Quite considerable part of the population lives in slums. Level of literacy of the population is 82.96%. 85.96% of men and 74.04% of women. Among inhabitants of slums, literacy level is probably much lower. Population density of Big Hyderabad is made by about 21048 man/km. Religious structure of the city minus 64.93%, Hindus 30.13%, Muslims 2.8%, Christians 0.3%, Buddhists 0.3%, Jains. The most widespread languages Telugu, Urdu and English. A part of the population is spoken also Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, Marathi and other languages. The climate of the city is characterized as tropical climate of savannas. The most part of rainfall drops out during a rainy season, from June to September. The maximum temperature in Hyderabad was recorded on June 2, 1966 and was 45.5 C. The minimum temperature of 8 C was noted on January 8, 1946. The highest level of rainfall which dropped out in 24 hours was noted on August 24, 2000 and was 241.5. Hyderabad, one of the most important centers of the Indian industry and trade. Food, glass, paper, tobacco and pharmaceutical industry, mechanical engineering are developed easy. Textile and tanning. Mainly, railway and also machine tool construction and production of heavy electric equipment. Crafts, domestic industries. Production of art products, use objects are widespread. Hyderabad is the center of the computer industry and he competes to Bangalore for a rank of the capital of high technologies. Hyderabad is also one of the centers of the research and design organizations of Defense Industry Complex of India. In the city, the National Mineral Development Corporation, State Bank of Hyderabad and Lifespring Hospitals companies are based. The Hyderabad International Airport of Rajiv Gandhi is approximately in 22 km from the downtown, Shamshabad in the suburbs. It is the sixth most loaded airport of the country with the longest runway in India. Besides, the Hyderabad airport was recognized by the Skytrax company the fifth in quality of service after Seoul, Singapore, Hong Kong and Beijing. Flights to such cities as are performed: Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Pune, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Calcutta, Jaipur, Lucknow, Kochi, Muscat, Singapore, Varanasi, Bangkok, etc. The airport is connected to the city three main transport arteries. The city was for the first time connected to network of the railroads in 1870. The largest station of Hyderabad is called Secunderabad. There is a headquarters of the south central area of the Indian railroads. Other large stations in city boundaries: Hyderabad, Dean, Kachaguda and Begumpat. The first phase of the Hyderabad subway is open in 2017. Through Hyderabad there pass national highways N-7, N-9 and N-202. The main public transport are the buses connecting separate parts of Hyderabad. Sites: Hyderabad is the capital of one of three largest film industries of India, Tollywood. Cinema in Telugu language. In several kilometers from the city there is the largest film studio of Ramadi, recorded in the Guinness Book of Records as the biggest film studio in the world. Annually Ramadi visits more than 1.5 million tourists. In Hyderabad, the movie theatre with the biggest IMAX screen in the world is also located. Architecture. The city is remarkable. The big mosque Mecca Masjid. The 18th century. Built on a sample of the well-known mosque in Mecca. A triumphal arch Charminar. 4 minarets, which sometimes called the Triumphal Arch of the East. University buildings. 1918, the 1968 years. Among which there is a building of the largest Ottoman university. 1918. And the building of College of the Humanities built in an Indo-Saracen style. Theatre. It is constructed in 1962. Palaces of Shamakal and Falaknaman. Kalaknam's Telugu. Within the city of Hyderabad, Fortress Golconda. The 17th-18th century. With several mausoleums. The Fort Golconda, located on the high hill, is known for the unique system of water supply and a light show which is held daily in the evenings. With comments in English. Near the fort, tombs of sultans of a dynasty cuts off. Qutub Shah, which ruled Golconda for nearly 170 years, are located. It is a difficult complex of buildings with big round domes and distinguished architecture. On a twist of fate, the most modest of tombs belongs to the founder of a dynasty, Sultan Qutb al-Mulk, who designed and constructed it to himself during lifetime. The uniqueness of a complex consists in a combination Indian, Persian and the Pathan forms Indo-Persian architectural styles. Among the main attractions of Hyderabad also appear the building of Legislative Assembly, one of the most majestic and impressive buildings of the city, representing alloy of two architectural styles, Persian and Rajasthan. Birla Scientific Center, one of the most prestigious institutions in India, including Birla's Planetarium, the Science Museum and High-Tech City, a location of the numerous high-tech IT and ITES companies. Hyderabad competes to Bangalore for the right to be called the Indian Silicon Valley. St. George's Church, the oldest Christian temple in the city. Viral Mandir, the Hindu temple devoted to God Venkateshwar and built in 1976. One of the most visited places in the city, every day there happens 8-10,000 people. Parks and museums. Number of the museums including Sailor Zone. The main part of collections of the museum is collected by the patron the world Yusuf Ali Khan, better known under the name of Sailor Zone of 3. In 1968 the museum was announced by Institution of National Value. An integral part of the museum is the big library, in which 8,000 manuscripts and 60,000 printing books in Urdu, Arab, Persian, Sanskrit, Telugu, Hindi, English, etc. Languages on the most different subjects are collected. The museum collection includes collections of the South Indian bronze, the Indian sculpture and textiles, the Indian miniature, products from ivory, weapon collections. Galleries of the Egyptian, Syrian, Chinese and Japanese art, European collections of painting, glass and furniture. The museum is also famous for a rich meeting of the Persian carpets, where almost all well-known patterns of Iran are presented. The Archaeological Museum. The building is built in an Indus Art System style. In the museum, collections of sculptures of the Buddhist period, sculptures of the period of dynasties Chalukya and Vijayanagara, and also the Egyptian mummies presented to the 7th Nizam of Hyderabad, Asman Ali Khan's world, are presented. In the city, huge number of parks. Zoo. Nehru. The biggest in India and one of the biggest in the Southern Asia. National Park of Makavir Karan Vanasthali, in 15 came from Hyderabad. The reserve was located on 3.5 thousand acres. Here thousands of black, dappled deers and antelopes quietly walk. Botanical garden, where more than 600 species of both officinal and ornamental plants, valuable tree species and fruit trees are collected. Education. 11 universities. 3 central universities, 2 universities of the class, deemed university. So in India called a university which doesn't have at itself colleges and other filial educational institutions, and given authority to award own educational degrees to the graduates. And 6 universities of the state. Leader is the Ottoman University, which is among 7 oldest higher educational institutions in the country and includes 10 faculties, 52 departments and 500 colleges and campuses. All levels and extents of education are available. From the diploma of the expert before postdoctoral studies. 26 large institutes. Famous natives and inhabitants. Shakredinagi. 1968-2014. The Indian politician Satya Nadella. Sword. On February 9, 1967. The Chief Executive Officer of Microsoft since February 4, 2014. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.